On the news this afternoon, police response to fraud allegations against Abba Kyari. Atiku Abubakar visits Governor Wike, says Nigerians eager for PDP to take over in 2023. APC World Congresses holds nationwide tomorrow. River State government awards contract for establishment of new River State Transport Company, RTC. Protest over bad state of Eleme Road enters fifth day today. On the foreign scene, COVID outbreak discovered in Chinese city of Nanjing spreads to 5 provinces. I am Ifeemi Andrew. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Alkali Baba, has ordered an internal review of the allegations and indictment processes from the FBI against DCP Abba Kyari. In a statement from the force headquarters Abuja, the Nigeria Police Force reaffirmed its commitment to the pursuit of injustice and the strengthening of its professional relationship with the FBI and other international partners. Abba Kyari, a deputy commissioner of police, was fingered in a bribery scandal involving Raymond Abbas, popularly known as Hush Puppy. A U.S. court on Thursday issued his arrest warrant. The PDP is demanding a forensic investigation into Abba Kyari's indictment. In a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Kola Ologbodiyan, it accused the Buhari administration of being corrupt and said the matter should not be swept under the carpet given the relationship between Kyari and some top APC leaders. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says Nigerians are eagerly waiting for the PDP to take over in 2023. Atiku said this shortly after a closed-door meeting with Governor Nyesom Wike at the Government House in Port Harcourt. He said his visit was to reconcile some political issues that are critical for the party ahead of the 2023 elections.
I came here to consult with the governor, on party affairs and how we can ensure there is unity and stability of our party so that we can take over government in 2023. I believe Nigerians can't wait for 2023 to come so that PDP will return. I have never seen it this bad. I am 70 plus. I have never seen it this bad in terms of security challenges, in terms of economy, in terms of unemployment. I have never seen it so bad. This is the worst.
Atiku Abubakar also commended Governor Nyesom Wike for his achievements in River State.
I think he is topmost governor we have in the party. There is no doubt about that in terms of projects, in terms of youth unemployment, in terms of security. Yes, we have security challenges all over the country, but Rivers is not as bad in other states. So I think we commend him for his leadership.
The River State government has awarded the contract for the establishment of a new River State Transport Company, RTC. State Commissioner for Transport, Osima Gina, who made this known in an interview, said the state government dissolved the former River State Transport Company as its board members were not generating revenue for the state. Recorded Governor Nyesom Wike in April last year dissolved RTC, saying they were operating an illegal franchise scheme.
I'm very confident that you will see a new brown RTC, not the old one that you come in and then everybody just come in and you go into placing your own vehicle, and then it has to be a business area that will make money for the government, because RTC is a company, a River State owned company. But when we came on board, we find out that it is not making any profit. It's just consuming.
APC National Legal Advisor says the Supreme Court's ruling on APC's Rotimi Akeredolu does not affect the status of Mai Mala Buni. He spoke to party members at the Secretariat in Abuja.
I do appreciate the fact that intra-party crises and tendencies do exist in political parties, but people must be bold enough and be courageous enough to act within the ambit of the law. You don't attribute to a judgment what it does not contain. You cannot even read into an act what it does not contain. There's nowhere in the judgment of the majority where the efficacy of the office of our chairman, national chairman, was questioned. Nowhere. As a matter of fact, if anything, what happened was that the judgment of the tribunal that says that the holding of political office, party position does not contravene Section 183 of the Constitution still stands.
Meanwhile, a report says APC governors will today hold an emergency meeting in Abuja to discuss Saturday's APC state and local government congresses. The protest over the bad state of Eleme Road enters its 5th day today. The protesters, mainly youths from Eleme and Ogoni communities who say they will remain on the road until contractors are mobilized to begin work, have refused to back down. Yesterday, there were photos circulating on social media showing them eating under canopies. The federal government is yet to comment on the protest, which has grounded economic activities in the Eleme stretch since Monday. Still ahead, Nigeria's COVID-19 cases continues to increase. Stay tuned.
You no longer have to miss any moment of the action. Listen to us from anywhere in the world. Download the Nigeria Info FM app from your app store. Tap the menu bar on the top left corner of your screen, select Port Hackers, and listen to your number one news, talk, and sports radio station. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
A professor of pediatric neurology and neurodevelopment disorders, Angela Frank Briggs, has advocated that government at all levels activate and implement laws protecting the rights of the child, especially those with special needs. Professor Frank Briggs gave this advice while delivering the 171 inaugural lecture at the University of Port Harcourt.
So because they have the opportunity to be great, we should not quit with their treatment. That is why I said we need a lot of political will for most of the instruments that affect children with disabilities. You know, we have the Disability Act, Child's Act, we have the Child's Rights Act, the Convention of the Rights of the Child, and we are advocates as pediatric neurologists that that particular act the instrument should not just be in paper, black and white, but it should be acted upon so that these children can benefit from that particular act.
Correspondent Zebiruwari reports that the Vice Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt, Professor Owunari George-Will, in his closing remarks, Professor Angela Frank Briggs also explained the reasons for the choice of the theme of the inaugural lecture, Accidents of Nature, Survival, and Sequel.
After conception, when a woman delivers a baby, we are usually happy that it's a normal baby. But sometimes the children are malformed. That is to say, maybe they are born blind, or they are born without one leg, or they are born with one form of disability or the other. So that is what informed me to say, oh, this must be an accident of nature. These problems are because either the mother takes something, maybe when she was pregnant, that disturbed the growth and development of the brain and spinal cord of these children. This now results in this disability in the children.
Correspondent Zebiruwari reports that the Vice Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt, Professor Owunari George-Will, in his closing remarks, urged stakeholders to join hands and give hope and proper care to children with special needs in society.
That if all of us work together, government, institutions, caregivers, professionals, if we all work together, we may be able to change the way these diseases are looked at and also do things that can make life a bit more comfortable for these people who suffer from this accident of nature for which they have no hand in its occurrence. The inaugural lectures are part of community service of the university because in it we educate the community, both our community and the host communities. You learn and then you apply your learning.
Our correspondent reports that members of the academia, management staff of the university, and family members of the inaugural lecturer, among others, attended the 171st inaugural lecture of the University of Port Harcourt yesterday. Nigeria's COVID-19 spike has continued with 535 new cases across various parts of the country. This is according to the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) in its recent update on the outbreak. 5 deaths were recorded while 49 patients have been discharged. Of the cases, Lagos recorded an alarming number of 219 infections, Akwa Ibom 142, and Oyo State 47. Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel has commiserated with the NYSC and families of prospective corps members from the University of Uyo who lost their lives on their way to camp in Katsina State. Governor Emmanuel expressed his grief while receiving NYSC Director General Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, who was on a condolence visit to the government house in Uyo. The governor noted that as a father, it is painful to lose a child after investing much in raising them educationally and otherwise. President Buhari has also condoled with the families. In business, the Committee of Bank CEOs headed by the CEO of Access Bank, Herbert Wigwe, has assured that the exchange rate will drop to around 423 naira to a dollar. The committee addressed the media on Thursday following the halt in the sales of forex to bureau de change operators by the directive of the central bank. CEO of Guarantee Holding, Segun Agbaje, said the rate will come down. He said people will soon buy at 423 to 425 naira at most. Right now, the black market sells a dollar at 525 naira. In entertainment, Scarlett Johansson has dragged Disney to court for a breach in contract after the entertainment giant simultaneously released her standalone film Black Widow in theaters and on Disney+. The lawsuit filed on July 29 claims Johansson's salary was based on box office performance of the film. Black Widow opened strongly in the United States with $80 million. Disney announced that it made $60 million via rentals in its opening weekend. In sports, athletes and officials of Team Nigeria at the ongoing Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games are reportedly at loggerheads over phones given to athletes from each participating country by Samsung. Samsung, who is one of the sponsors of the Olympics, gave a phone worth over $1,000 to each athlete competing at the Olympics. The procedure for collecting the phone is that each athlete go to Samsung office in Tokyo, scan with the Olympics accreditation tag and collect the phone. But Team Nigeria officials reportedly collected the phone in bulk from all the athletes representing the country.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
A COVID outbreak first discovered in the Chinese city of Nanjing has spread to 5 provinces in Beijing, with state media calling it most extensive contagion after Wuhan. Almost 200 people have been infected since the virus was first detected at the city's busy airport on 20th of July. All flights from Nanjing Airport will be suspended until 11th of August. Officials also began citywide testing amid criticism for their failure. All 9.3 million of the city's residents, including those visiting, will be tested. On the news this afternoon, you heard that police has responded to fraud allegations against Abba Kyari. Atiku Abubakar has visited Governor Nyesom Wike and said Nigerians are eager for PDP to take over in 2023. APC World Congresses are to hold nationwide tomorrow. Protest over the bad state of Eleme Road has entered its 5th day today. On the foreign scene, you heard that the COVID outbreak has been discovered in the Chinese city of Nanjing and has spread to 5 provinces. The news was edited by Enoho Ogbeviri. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. Partly cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this afternoon. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Thank you for your time and bye-bye for now.